chilling doorbell camera video showing 3 people in Halloween masks outside a Virginia home. Police say they threatened to break in and kill the people inside.
When the family inside realized it was not a prank.
3 people wearing Halloween masks show up at a woman's door in Virginia. They weren't trick-or-treaters. They weren't filming a prank. They were screaming through her door that they were going to kill her. Now imagine it's 10 o'clock at night. You're home alone and that pounding starts on your door. What do you do? But here's the part nobody talks about. It wasn't Halloween, it wasn't a joke, and the only reason we're not watching a crime scene video right now is because this woman didn't pull the trigger. Because in real life, the scariest thing isn't the mask on the other side of the door. It's the split second where you're asking yourself, oh, don't worry, I'm coming, I'm so scared. Yeah. Can I legally shoot? You're about to see exactly how close this woman came to that line.
Well, this is creepy. Chilling doorbell camera video showing 3 people in Halloween masks outside a Virginia home. Police say they threatened to break in and kill the people inside. It looks like a horror movie.
Police say they are taking this very seriously. WBZ's Chris Tanaka shows us when the family inside realized it was not a prank.
Open the door! When I first saw the video, to be honest with you, I thought that this has to be a prank.
But Alexandria, Virginia Police Chief Tarek McGuire says this was anything but a prank.
What was most concerning in this event is not only did they knock on the door, make alarming comments, but they went around to the rear of the residence, caused damage to the property.
They ripped the door screen.
Shayla's mother lives in the home.
I'm just glad I was there. Now she's in fear. She don't want to stay there by herself.
She says as soon as they realized this wasn't just some Halloween prank, they called police and even yelled out, but the trio just continued. They were terrified, and this, she says, could have ended very differently.
It could have been bad. Our Second Amendment right was not used and could have been, like, being very transparent.
See, this is what I mean when I say stupidity is dangerous, because even if these idiots thought this was a prank, you don't show up at someone's house in mask and pound on their door and yell that you're gonna kill them. That's not edgy. That's Darwin level of stupidity. You can hear how terrified this woman was. She's yelling for them to go away. Pure fear. She never once said she had a gun. She never threatened them. She just wanted them to be gone. After the fact, her daughter told the news that they believe in their Second Amendment rights. Translations, they were ready if that door came down. And if she had fired in Virginia, probably would have been justified. But the real story here isn't that she didn't shoot, it's how close she came to having to. Because when evil or pure stupidity shows up at your door, you don't get a warning label. You get seconds to decide whether you're living through the night or becoming the next headline. Now that you've seen it, let's break down why this was a perfect storm of fear, stupidity, and survival instinct, and how one wrong move could have changed everything. The thing that sticks with me is how close this got to being a tragedy. This is Virginia. People here own guns. People here believe in self-defense. If this had gone 10 seconds longer, we'd be talking about a justified shooting, not a near miss. These idiots didn't walk up to the wrong house on Halloween. They walked up to the wrong state. You don't pull this kind of stunt in a place where people take home defense seriously. You could hear how terrified she was, and that fear is what makes this so real. This wasn't somebody playing tough. This was somebody praying the door holds. People love to talk about gun ownership in the abstract, but this is what it actually looks like. Fear, confusion, seconds ticking by. You're thinking, are they serious? Are they really breaking in? Do I shoot? It's easy to talk about what you do when you're not the one hearing death threats through a door. So let's talk about the law for a second. In Virginia, deadly force is justified if you reasonably fear imminent death or serious bodily harm. Imminent is the key word, not possible, not sounded scary, but imminent. If they're outside yelling threats, you've got a problem, but not a green light. If they're forcing the door open, different story. So the rule of thumb, door closed, use your voice. Door breaching, defend your life. You don't shoot through the door unless that door is ceasing to exist, because if you do, you might win the fight, but you'll spend the next year fighting the state. What blows my mind, though, is the kind of entitlement it takes to do something like this. They thought it was funny. Lucky they didn't end up on a headline or on a t-shirt for the dumb self-inflicted death of the year. Not every criminal is evil. Some are just so stupid they might as well be. But in both cases, the threat to your life is the same. Evil or idiotic, it doesn't matter. You deal with it the same way. Be ready. This woman did everything right. She was scared, but she kept that door closed. And if they had forced their way in, it would have been a completely different ending. This isn't about paranoia. It's about reality, because evil exists and so does stupidity, and both can get you killed. So keep your doors locked, keep your head on straight, and if you believe in the Second Amendment, make sure you're trained, not just armed. And there's something the daughter said that exemplified the reason why I made these hats. The right to bear arms. She said it. We're about our Second Amendment here. The right to bear arms. Sometimes you got to put it in nice little pictures so people can understand it better, or not understand it at all. But you understand it. I understand it. We all understand it here. That's why you need to go on to shop.mrcolionnoir.com and grab your right to bear arms hat that you see me wearing right now. We also have them in shirts. We have them in drinkware. We have them in hoodies. We have them in all. So I'm gonna put a link in the description section of this video so you can check it out. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.